Hi, I'm Ellis, and in this video I will show you how to connect to Tisane. We'll also look at the results and explain what they mean. Okay, let's start by signing up. Visit dev.tisane.ai/signup and create your developer account. Tisane's calls are authenticated using an API key. When your account is ready, log in, go to your developer profile, and retrieve your API key. Now you have your API key, you're ready to start testing. You can use any RESTful testing tool you like, for example, Postman or Insomnia. Alternatively, you can use Tisane's built-in testing tool. To use our built-in tool, navigate to the APIs, and from there, pick the web method you want to test. Most Tisane users use the post parse method, which you'll find under nlp/nlu. Click Try It to open the REST testing tool. Here you'll see some predefined examples. Or if you prefer, you can run your own tests. Let's start with the first one, the classic Hello World. When you send a request, you'll get an HTTP response back. Both the request and the response are JSON structures. You can also toggle the display to view sample source code in popular programming languages such as Python and JavaScript. You can use Reveal Secrets, Hide Secrets to show or hide your API key. Let's look at the response. The JSON contains structures such as topics and entities. The topics tell us what the text is about. In this case, natural language processing and artificial intelligence. The entities contain a reference to the Tisane API. It's an entity of the type software. You might be thinking, what about content that includes sensitive or harmful language? All the stuff that Tisane is supposed to catch. If Tisane doesn't detect certain content, those sections won't appear in the response. This keeps the payload lean. If you wish, you can configure the API to disable entities or topics. For example, if you're here for problematic content and don't care about entities, set entities:false in the settings section. If you don't need topics, similarly, you can set topics:false and you won't hear from them again. Let's look at a second example, one that includes problematic content. An obligatory Monty Python reference here. This time, two new sections appear. One is abuse, because Tisane has correctly detected a personal attack. The other section is sentiment expressions, because Tisane has detected negative sentiment in the content. There are a couple of interesting attributes in this example. Both of the new sections include a text attribute. This contains the content that's been flagged. In this particular case, it's nearly the entire input content, except for the final punctuation mark. When you have a wall of text, the highlighting really helps in drawing your attention to the most relevant parts. To enable highlighting, add snippets:true to your settings. Another attribute is explanation. Various laws now require decisions, whether made by a person or an algorithm, to be transparent. And this is where the explanation attribute helps. It explains why Tisane flagged that part of the content. It also helps you justify any moderation decisions, especially in online communities. These explanations can help prevent potential disputes when someone is banned or punished. And it acts as a sanity check and a safeguard by making it easier to spot any mistakes Tisane might have made. To enable the explanation, add explain:"true" to the settings structure. It's worth mentioning that the presence of the abuse section doesn't mean the message must be taken down. It's really up to you and your business rules. Tisane just flags content. It doesn't know what you use it for. For example, if you run a dating app, then obviously sexual advances are not a violation. And if you're okay with people exchanging contact details, then external contact is not a violation either. For a more visual representation of the results, copy your API key and go to the demo page on our website. Select the cyberbullying example and click Analyze. We have our standard structures here, and we can expand every section to see what's inside. In the problematic content section, we can see that the utterance was flagged as criminal activity and a thread, which is fair. And the topics are threat and fire, which makes sense. After a few examples, the website will require an API key. Enter your API key in the text field, and you can then run as many examples as you like. That was a quick overview of how to connect to Tisane, run tests, and understand the output. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You can do that by using the Contact Us page on the Tisane website. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the video.